Nobody could see the man standing behind me unless they looked in a reflection. The first time I saw him, I thought I was hallucinating. It happened on an ordinary Tuesday night. I was brushing my teeth before bed when I glanced into the bathroom mirror. For a split second, I saw someone standing behind me. A tall man, thin, wearing a gray suit that looked decades old. But what terrified me wasn't the suit. It was his face, or rather, the lack of one. Where his eyes, nose, and mouth should have been, there was only smooth skin, like someone had erased his entire face. I spun around immediately. Nobody was there. The bathroom was empty. My heart pounded as I looked back into the mirror. The figure was gone. I laughed nervously. Maybe I was tired. Maybe my eyes were playing tricks on me. I went to bed and forgot about it. At least, I tried to. The next day, I was walking home from work when I noticed him again. This time in the reflection of a store window. The faceless man stood across the street, motionless, watching me. People walked around him as if he wasn't there. Cars passed in front of him, yet he never moved. I turned around. Nothing. The sidewalk behind me was empty, but in the reflection, he was still there, watching. I hurried away. That night, I barely slept. Over the next few weeks, the sightings continued. At first, they were random, a reflection in a puddle, a dark television screen, a spoon at a restaurant, the window of a passing bus. Every time I saw him, he was staring directly at me, and every time I turned around, he wasn't there. Eventually, I started taking photographs. Whenever I spotted him, I'd quickly pull out my phone and snap a picture, but when I checked the images later, nothing. Just empty reflections. No faceless man, no evidence, nothing. My friends thought I was losing my mind. One of them suggested therapy. Another thought I was making the whole thing up. But then something changed. The faceless man started getting closer. At first, he appeared 20 feet away, then 15, then 10, then 5. Each sighting brought him nearer, and I knew he was getting closer because I started recognizing details. The wrinkles in his suit, the dirt on his shoes, the strange silver ring on his finger. Every day, he seemed less like a shadow and more like a real person. One night, I saw him standing directly behind me in the mirror, so close that his shoulder almost touched mine. I froze. For the first time, he moved, slowly. He lifted one hand and pointed toward the hallway outside my bathroom. I turned instantly. The hallway was empty, but a second later I heard footsteps, heavy footsteps, walking through my apartment. My blood turned cold. I grabbed a kitchen knife and searched every room. Nobody was there, yet I knew what I'd heard. Someone had been inside. After that, things became worse, much worse. Objects began moving around my apartment. Doors I knew I'd locked would be open. Lights switched on by themselves. Pictures fell from walls in the middle of the night. And every reflective surface showed the faceless man, watching, waiting. One evening, I came home to find a note on my kitchen table. A single sentence, written in black ink. Stop looking at him. I stared at the note for several minutes. I lived alone. Nobody else had access to my apartment. I immediately checked the security camera I had installed near the front door. The footage showed nobody entering, nobody leaving, yet the note had somehow appeared. That was the night I covered every mirror in my apartment. I threw blankets over them, covered windows, turned televisions toward the wall. Anything reflective was hidden. For 3 days, I didn't see him. I thought it was over. Then on the 4th night, my phone screen lit up. I picked it up. The screen was black, and there he was, standing beside my bed, closer than ever. I dropped the phone. The screen cracked. But before it hit the floor, I saw him point toward my closet. The closet door slowly creaked open, by itself. I ran out of the apartment. I spent the night in a hotel. The next morning, I returned with 2 friends. The closet was empty, at first. Then we found something hidden beneath a loose floorboard, a newspaper clipping, yellowed with age, at least 20 years old. The headline read, "Local man claims faceless figure is following him." The article described a man named Michael Carter. According to the report, he had repeatedly told friends and family about seeing a faceless stranger in reflections. Nobody believed him. 3 weeks later, he disappeared, never found. At the bottom of the article was a photograph, and when I saw it, I nearly fainted. Michael Carter looked exactly like me. Not similar, not close, exactly. Same eyes, same nose, same scar above the eyebrow. It was like looking at an older version of myself. The article was dated 11 years before I was born. That should have been impossible. I became obsessed. I searched old archives, libraries, online databases, anything I could find. And eventually, I discovered something horrifying. Michael wasn't the first. There had been others, dozens of them, spread across decades. Every victim reported the same thing: a faceless man appearing in reflections, getting closer every day. Then eventually, the victim vanished, without a trace. Each disappearance happened exactly 30 days after the first sighting. I checked my calendar. My stomach dropped. The next day would be day 30. That night, I stayed awake. Every light in my apartment remained on. I sat in the center of the living room, waiting, at exactly 3:17 a.m. Every mirror in my apartment shattered. At the same moment, glass exploded across the floor. The television turned on. The screen glowed black. And there he was. Not in a reflection, not in a mirror, standing in my living room for the first time. The faceless man was real. He slowly walked toward me. His footsteps echoed through the apartment. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe, couldn't scream. When he reached me, he raised one hand and touched my forehead. His skin was ice cold. Then he spoke. The first words I'd ever heard from him. A voice like hundreds of whispers speaking together. Now it's your turn to watch. Everything went dark. I woke up somewhere unfamiliar, a place with endless mirrors stretching in every direction, thousands of reflections, thousands of faces, and standing among them were all the people who had disappeared before me, watching silently, waiting. The last thing I saw before the darkness returned was my own reflection. Except it wasn't me anymore. My face was gone, completely gone, and somewhere far away, I saw a young man looking into a bathroom mirror, seeing me for the very first time. So, tell me, if you saw the same faceless man in every reflection for 30 days, would you try to uncover the truth or avoid every mirror forever?